Fucking hell. Jesus. When you're trying to record audio for a guitar tutorial in your, oh my god, in your loft bedroom.
My jumper hanging on the line. See my jumper hanging on the line. Know by that spins on my mind.
Hi there, welcome to this video on how to play See My Jumper Hanging on the Line by R.L. Burnside. I'm going to be playing it as he played it in the Alan Lomax documentary, which I'll link in the description, and I'll be using clips from in this tutorial. I found that this is a very good song to learn if you want to exfoliate the back of your thumb and also recolor your bridge pickup. So, pretty fun all round. To play this song, you're going to want to be in standard tuning with a capo on the first fret. So the key of the song is F. Okay, so I'm going to start this tutorial off with showing you some slowed down footage of Burnside playing the groove. And I'm going to tell you what I think I hear when he's playing that. So what I can hear is two different lines, some on the first three strings and some on the last three strings. So the thing that's easiest to hear is the bass line, which is going like this. That's the bass line, and you can hear that quite clearly in the clip. But if we listen to the clip again, you can also hear quite distinctly some notes being played on these strings. And if I pick those out on their own, they sound like. And it's hard to tell what Burnside is doing with his right hand in this performance, but he's clearly not just finger picking. He's got a kind of strum thing going. And so playing as he did is a matter of managing to pick out these two separate lines at the same time whilst keeping a steady strum going, which involves muting the right strings and letting the right strings ring. So the way I play the song sounds like this. So you can hear, and you can hear. And I'm combining those. And then play them up to speed, which sounds like this. Okay, so that's the main groove, at least as I play it. So before I teach you the right hand technique for the groove, let's do the left hand, because the good news is the left hand is very simple. He only frets 2 notes, and that's 2nd fret on the 5th string and 2nd fret on the 4th string, and he's playing the open 6th string. So throughout the groove, your left hand is just doing this. And though there's a lot of notes going on during the groove, you're just keeping this constant rhythm. And so when I play the groove, you can see my hand's doing not very much, but it sounds like this. So let's watch the right hand groove up close. Okay, so now we can learn the right hand part of the groove. Now, something to note is that Burnside seems to play the entire groove with just his thumb. At least that's how it looks from videos I've seen of him playing, and also videos of his son Dwayne playing. However, I use my index fingers and I use the fingernails on my fingers, just because I think it's a bit easier. But I'll show you how he plays it and how I play it. Okay, now remember, we're trying to pick out these 2 lines, line 1, and line 2. This is what the first half of the groove sounds like. Okay, so first note of the groove, you're going to be fretting the 2nd fret on the 4th string, as we discussed earlier, and you're going to pinch. That means you're going to play the open 6th string with your thumb, and you're going to rake your index finger over from the 2nd string towards you, playing all those strings. Now Burnside, because he doesn't use his finger, is going to play the same thing, but he's just going to rake his thumb over all the strings apart from this 1st string. So it sounds the same, but I think it's easier and less intensive on your thumb to do the pinch rake. Now the key to this song is in the fact that when you do that rake, or that strum, the only notes you can hear here are the open 6th string, the fretted 4th string, and the open 2nd string. That's because you're going to be muting the 5th string with the end of your finger, so that won't ring out, and you're going to be muting the open 3rd string with the pad of that same finger. So your left hand is doing a lot of the work in selecting which notes you're going to hear, while your right hand is being quite general. Okay, so 2nd note after the pinch, it's going to be a down strum, which I do with my fingernails, but Burnside does with his thumb. Okay, 3rd note, your left hand finger is going to be shifting to the 5th string now, and you're going to strum up with your thumb. So that's going to sound like, and you can hear which notes are being picked out there. It's the 2nd fret on the 5th string and the open 3rd string, and that's because the end of your finger is now muting the 6th string, and the pad of your finger is now muting the 4th string. And then down strum with your thumb. It's going to make the same sound. And then your index finger is moving back to the 4th string, and you're going to play another down strum with your thumb. And this time it's picking out, again, the 2nd fret on the 4th string and the open 2nd string. So that's the first half of the groove. Okay, now the second half of the groove sounds like this. So it's similar. Obviously, your left hand is still fretting the same notes. There's just a few more strums. Starting with the pinch, or if you like, the thumb stroke. So pinch, muted downstroke, thumbs coming up, thumbs going down, thumbs coming up again. You're playing that 3 times. and then shifting your finger on your left hand, and same thing except you're playing it twice. That's a downstroke and then an upstroke with your thumb. So and that's it. Those two halves are the full groove. It's pinch, strum, up, down, down, pinch, strum, up, down, up, and again, repeating. Pinch, strum, up, down, pinch, strum, up, down, pinch, strum, up, down. So now that we've covered the groove, all we need to do is learn the licks he plays during the song. So he plays one lick as the intro, and then later in the song, and he plays a second lick later in the song as well. So I'll teach you the intro now. And it starts with thumb strokes playing the open E string. And he plays this a various number of times, 2, 3, just so it's ringing out. And then fretting the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then playing the open 1st string. And he plays that 2 or 3 times, again, doesn't really matter. And then the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open 1st string, open 2nd string. And then it's 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open, hammer on to the 1st fret. And then hammer your finger onto the 2nd fret of the 4th string, where it begins the groove, and play the open 6th string, and then you're into the groove again. So that should sound like. And then you're into the groove. So that's what he plays for the intro, and he also plays it in the break after the 1st verse. Now he also plays another lick, similar lick, during the song, which sounds like this. And back into the groove again. So that's pulling off the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, up to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, bending it, and then open. And when he plays open, he might play both the 2nd and 3rd string. And then, again, pulling off from the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And then playing the bent 2nd fret on the 3rd string along with the open 2nd string. And then unbending and pulling off. And then back into the groove. So again, that sounds like. And into the groove. Okay, finally, the outro. Now the outro is just the 2nd lick that we learned earlier. But then he plays this kind of noodly stuff afterwards, which is different in different performances, but it sounds a bit like. Something like that. And what I'm playing there is pulling off 3, 2, 0 on the 1st string, and then 3, 2, 0 on the 2nd string, 2 on the 3rd string, hammering to 1 like we did before, 2 on the 4th string just like before, 2 on the 5th string, and then chromatically open 4th string, 1st fret, 2nd fret, and the bass note. And that's how he closes the song. And so he plays that at the end. And that's the whole song. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. If you've got any questions or suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I don't get many, so I'll read them. Yeah, thank you very much.